Morning, everyone. It's 3:20 in the morning. We're getting on our way to Dyersville for the National Farm Toy Show. Well, we made it to Dyersville. I'm in the John Deere parking lot right now because I stopped to look at stuff. But when I stopped at the gas station before I came out here, and leaving the gas station, 3 of my tires read low on air pressure. So that's pretty neat. I don't know if it's just because they were warm from driving all morning and then they got cold from just sitting there for 5 minutes and lost all their air for some reason. I'm hoping that's the issue. I aired one of them back up. Hopefully it holds air. And we're going to have to air the other 2 up. I'm using this little Cobalt air compressor, which takes a really long time. But guess we'll see, I guess. Fun times. Love life. Well, I'm currently airing up my tires at the Commercial Club Park. So we'll get those filled up. And then we will head right up the hill to the Commercial Club Park and check out, see what they got there. Hope the tires stay inflated. And then after that, we'll probably head out to the Tommy factory outlet because that's pretty cool. They open at 9. Commercial Club Park opens at 8. And the rest of the show and Tommy, they all open at 9. So we're going to go to the Commercial Club Park and then head over to Tommy and then head over to the actual show. Should be a pretty good time. Well, I got my eye on something, but I keep telling myself I need to wait until see if I can find one any cheaper. That's the whole game of this show. If you find something that you know there's multiple of, definitely go and try and see if you can find a lower price. Well, we're heading out of Commercial Club Park now. Sorry if I don't absolutely record a lot. I'll try taking some pictures, but it's kind of weird walking around with the camera. Once we get back to the truck, we'll show you what we ended up picking up from Commercial Club Park, which is just one tiny part of this massive show. Okay, so haul review from Commercial Club Park. We got this single axle semi-truck. I picked it up because it's like, it literally about looks like our real life one that we just got this year. So that was pretty cool. It's even a single axle, like 301. So I picked that up for $30. I've never seen these things before in a single axle and in this color. So that was pretty cool to see. The next thing I picked up, which I said I was going to wait and see if I found any for cheaper. Well, I decided there was a pretty good deal the way it was. I've been wanting one of these for like a long time. And it said it was only $58, but I ended up paying $55. I gave him $60 and he gave me $5 back. So that was pretty cool. We got a J&M. I don't think I'll see one cheaper than $55. So hopefully we don't, because yeah, we got this one. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to the Tommy factory outlet store, which is kind of on the whole other side of town. But it is pretty cool. They got their showroom. You can see literally everything. And there is some cool stuff there that I saw pictures of on Facebook that I'm really excited to check out. And I'm really excited for you guys to see too. So we're going to head over to there. And I'll see you when we get there. Well, everyone, we have made it to the Tommy factory outlet store. So this is where they used to build the farm toys back when they made them here in Dyersville, Iowa. They're now made in China and Vietnam, but they used to be built in this building. So it's pretty cool. Dyersville, Iowa literally is the farm toy capital because you have the 2 biggest companies here. Ertl is here and SpecCast. Unfortunately, SpecCast is only open on Friday. Well, not open on the weekends. So the only day of the show they're open is Friday. So that kind of sucks, but they do have a table in the gym at the school for the show. But we'll stop here and check out Ertl. See that, yeah. Look around. So now I'm going to give you guys a look into the Ertl showroom, because there's some pretty cool stuff in here. There's some new Fenton Varios that are getting ready to, those might already be out. There's the new 720 and 820 anniversary set. There's the newly tooled air seeder that's going to be coming out. There's the new S7 800 combine that I believe is going to be out here pretty soon. Some WAs, some other 1/32 scale tractors that were pretty cool. Some of these items are already out, but some of them are new, so it's kind of cool to see the new and existing stuff. Like there's a new 6M that was in the catalog. There's some 1/32 scale X9 combines there. The big 1/16 scale 7720 combines. There's the other one with the green cap. If you guys want to look at any of these more in depth, just pause the video. There's a new 1/16 scale 9RX. There's the High Boy, I believe that was the 2-cylinder club one for this year. There's some Ertl minis that are pretty cool. Go ahead and check those out. A new silage pit set that they're coming out with kinetic sand. 5020 with a gold 5020 as well. There's the classic green 1/32 scale 4020 model. There's a John Deere with a weather brake on it, so that was pretty cool to see. 4440 open station right there. New Kubota M7, so that was really cool to see, along with the new Kubota skid steer. There's some new Kubota stuff coming out, so that's pretty cool to see them finally get Ertl to finally get Kubota stuff. There's another picture of a Case IH table with a whole bunch of tractors on there, including a gold 1206 60th anniversary edition, a 1/16 scale Case 715, a 645 quad track, which is pretty cool because the front end is actually narrower on the smaller one. There's the Farm Show New Holland combines, and then some 1/32 scale Case combines, New Holland CR11s in 1/32 scale. There's a whole bunch of Case IH stuff on the one wall there. There's some more CR11s in 1/64 scale version. There's a back picture of the Farm Show ones from this year, the CR11, 1/32 scale quad track and Steiger. And then you can also kind of see the speed tiller in 1/32 scale back there, pretty cool. New Holland T9 700 with LSW tires there. A cool 1/64 scale little Workmaster, I think. Case IH Farm Show units from this year. The newly tooled 1/64 scale Prestige Magnums. Farming Simulator version 1/64 scale 715 quad track in black. Some more 1/64 scale stuff in Case. 1/64 scale John Deere cotton pickers, and another look at the air drill that's newly tooled. Alice Chalmers 8030, which was pretty cool to see. And then some other 1/64 scale toy tractor times 42nd anniversary models, and the 730 limited edition pedal tractor, bigger Case International, and a Steiger Tiger. Well, I spent a lot of time at Ertl. I have a little bit of a blue face now because they had cookies. But spent a lot of time there, mostly doing part two. I sat and listened to a presentation they had. A guy from the John Deere Archives was there giving a presentation about his book and kind of the origin of some tractors and stuff. So it's kind of interesting, especially since one of the things he talked about, where Henry Ford unveiled his first ever tractor, is literally in the town that's 5 minutes away from where I live. So it's pretty cool. So we spent that time, and for watching their presentation, I got a little item. They gave you a little prize. We're stopped at a stoplight right now, but it was these little Ertl mini things, which are pretty cool. And so it's got one of these in the box here, if I can do it one hand, which I probably can't. So I turned into the wrong place because I was trying to go a different way, but it's been 4 years since I've been here. So this is what I got as I'm trying to slowly drive through the parking lot to see if there are any spots, which I highly doubt there will. Oh, there's a pickup pulling out. I might actually get a close spot here. That might be pretty nice. But this is what I got. Ertl Mini. Never mind. I don't think he's leaving. He's pulling in. But Ertl Mini. John Deere Gator. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. Okay, so I pulled into the wrong spot. I pulled into the high school parking lot, which there is, of course, 0 spots to park. So we are getting rearranged here. Trying to find a place to park. Normally I thought you could park in that grass lot over there, but I don't really know. But we're trying. We're working on finding somewhere to park. It's not very easy. There's not exactly the most parking. So it's kind of fun. Oh, we'll try. Should have just went this way. I found the spot to park this whole grassy lot, but I don't know how to get to it. Okay, we finally got somewhere. I didn't know how to find, it was tough to figure out how to get in here, and I took a very not fun way to get to it. But we finally got here. It took us quite a while, but we're here. Now, most of the show is here. The school is up there. There's a lot of stuff in the school. The National Farm Toy Museum is over there. And there's a whole bunch of stuff outside, all throughout there. There's the Plaza Antique Mall, too. There's another store. It's crazy, to be honest. And I should probably work on finding a place to park instead of talking to you guys all and getting distracted. Very random and weird thing here. I just backed into a parking spot. Do you ever, like, after you're running, like, combine for a long time, like, if you use your left and right brakes in the combine, do you ever get in, like, your normal vehicle and you're, like, turning and you're like, oh, I need to turn real tight, and you're like, oh, I need to hit the left brake to turn real tight left, then you realize there's not left or right brakes in a pickup. At least mine, anyways. Not a very common thing. So we're here though. Well, I don't want to jinx it, but it was supposed to be like raining and snowing here today, and it might still. It might. There's some on the radar, some precipitation off to the west. So that's why I kind of want to look around at the stuff outside first before it starts raining. But on my way here, it also said I was driving through rain, and I had about 2 sprinkles, and that was it. So we can hope. We're walking across the practice football field right now, and we're going to head over to some of the outdoor lots here. And then we'll head probably into the National Farm Toy Museum, go through that gym, and make our way up to the school, which is where there's a lot of stuff. Well, I made some more purchases. We'll cover those later because it's around noon, so I got 6 hours left, max. I still got a lot of stuff that we haven't even been through. And sorry if I'm not recording some stuff. It's because I get lost in looking at tractors. But it's starting to sprinkle. We're going to try and wrap up. There's like 10 tents or something over here outside yet that I'm going to try to hit. And then we'll head inside the museum. Go through that and then head over to the school. Heading up to the school. Here was Speccast's table, part of it, at the Farm Toy Show, showing off some of their new products. Here's 2-scale fabrications. They make some pretty cool products. And then here's some displays. Large-scale hay operation. 1/32 scale, I think, farm. And then a huge tractor pulling display, which is pretty cool. And then a 1/64 scale farm there in the youth division. Well, we have retreated back to the pickup truck for now. It is raining. I walked around all inside the school. Sorry. I took as much pictures and videos as I could. It is packed in there. It is extremely packed. Now, part of that might be because of the rain and everybody is inside and not outside, but it was packed. So I tried as best I could. Yeah, I tried. I spent way too much money today, but if I'm being completely honest, a large portion of it is business expenses, because I had like $560 of wheels for AF Customs products. So make sure to go check that out on AF Customs eBay page and Model Deer Farmer Instagram. You can see some of the products on there. Getting ready for winter farm show season because I'm gonna have some farm shows that we're attending and selling at. So, had to stock up, and I got a pretty good deal on them, even though it was still $560. So I spent a lot of money, but like I said, it's mostly for business expenses. But it is about 3 o'clock. The show is technically open for 3 more hours. I would like to go over to the Farm Toy Museum and actually go inside the museum, because I believe, unless they've changed this since 2021, your admission into the show gets you into there as well. So we're going to go check that out, and that's probably going to be the last thing. Money spending is probably done unless I somehow find something else that I need. But I'm hoping not to do that because I have spent too much money. We will go over everything that I got when I get home because, yeah, I just don't feel like doing it now. I got a 5-hour drive. If I left right now, I'd be back at 8 o'clock. But I want to go look inside the museum a little bit. The rain's coming down pretty decently. But, oh well, I'll walk through it. I'm not going to die. Our tire pressures are staying the same, so that's good. I'm glad to see that. That makes me a little less worried. They were also saying there was going to, train snow. But as of right now, it's 43 degrees. So, I'm happy about that too. It may be rainy and wet, but I'm not going to let that ruin this trip. This is a pretty darn good time. School's right up there. Farm Toy Museum's right down here. So, it's not that far of a walk in between. Could you imagine going to high school right there? You have the National Farm Toy Museum literally on the other side of your football field. It's insane. This is quite the town. I just kind of wish it was closer to my town. That's the only downside. So I didn't do too much talking inside the museum because, well, it's a museum and it's quiet. So enjoy the video clips here, but one thing I do want to point out here is Fidel Ganuzzi is on the wall of donors for the National Farm Toy Museum, which he is the one that created the company, Ganuzzi Manufacturing, which I build all of these toys around. So that was pretty cool to see him there on the wall. One thing I do want to butt in here and say, this is the 2024 Farm Display Contest winner. The winner from the previous year goes into the museum for a year, which is really cool. So it was really cool to see it because I didn't get to see it last year because I wasn't there. So this is Adam Furrick's display. He is one of the best builders in 1/64 scale model farming, and it's based off of their real life farm, so that was pretty cool to see too. He did a great job on it, and I was glad I was finally able to see it in person.
Museum upstairs.
Well, we're coming to the end here pretty soon of what I saw in the museum, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, but definitely that's only a small glimpse. So if you want to see a lot more, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there, you better head over to the National Farm Toy Museum in Dyersville, Iowa. Well, we made it back to the truck again. It's almost 4 o'clock now. I hope you guys enjoyed the museum. It was pretty cool. I got some food in there too. But, like I said, 4 o'clock. Show's open for 2 more hours yet. But I think that I'm going to get a head start on heading home. Because I got a 5-hour drive in normal conditions and it's a little rainy. So it might take longer. So, I guess we'll show you guys what we picked up. Either tonight late when I get home. Or tomorrow, whenever I feel like it. Kind of, we'll just see. We'll see. But, yeah. Well, 4 hours and 45 minutes later, we have made it back to Nebraska. I'm like 20 minutes from home. It's 8:45. But I'm going to stop and get some McDonald's because I have some chicken nuggets that I won in McDonald's Monopoly during harvest season that I haven't used yet and they expire soon. So, that's going to be supper for the night. Well, I just pulled in my driveway. It is 9:14. We left this exact driveway darn near exactly 18 hours ago. We left at 3:22 a.m. It is now 9:14 p.m. We drove 10 hours today and had a great time at a toy show. But don't worry, we still have to check out the haul, so stay watching. Okay, I'll show you guys the haul of what we all got yesterday at the Farm Toy Show. I got some of the stuff already on here. I found a pair of duals for the 7R. So the 7R is going to be 2-wheel drive with duals. I also found these tail light flasher arm things for the Combine, which are looking pretty cool. I know it looks a little weird right now because I had to take the spreader off to kind of figure out them, what size I needed them. We already talked about this. I'll get it unfolded here in a little bit and show you guys. Then we got some stuff from Justin Displays because Justin Displays makes some good stuff for the model farm here. So we got a little farm cat from them, an aluminum shelf, air compressor, tool cabinet, steel weed eater, a tray cart for the shop, as well as a little pedal tractor, and an amazing looking lawnmower. So that thing looks really good. Here's a picture of all that stuff over there once I got it put in the shop. So that's what we got from them. And then from Dakota Displays, we got these little John Deere talc buckets. So I got 4 little John Deere talc buckets, which were pretty cool. I saw those, had to get them. Then I got this 3D printed drone, which was pretty cool to find. So it was only $8. Okay, pause that right there. This drone is from Matson Miniature Farms, since I know you guys are going to be asking. So I was pretty pumped about that. Like, honestly, with the amount of detail and parts that this thing has, I would have expected it to be a little more. But it wasn't. Then we got the AGCO, or the Alice Chalmers 8030 here from, we got this one from Dalton's. So that was looking pretty cool. We got the National Farm Toy Show 2025 tractor, which was an International 7788. So had to pick it up since we were at the show. I was able to find the 2023 the 2023 Farm Show model for Case IH. I had always wanted one of these, but didn't want to pay $50. I found one. It was on sale for like $25 yesterday. So I picked it up, got that, and it's looking amazing. And then we went over the Ertl Mini that we got. We already went over that. Then I got these tires that someone took off to build a custom, because these tires were what I had on the 7R originally, but I didn't have enough. So this pack for like $3 came with 4 of these wheels and 2 of those wheels. I don't really think I'll ever use those ones, but maybe we can throw them around the yard somewhere as like junk. I don't know. And then we got wheels for AF Customs equipment. We have a whole bag of, there's like 150 pair for the head trailers in there. Those are from Daryl's Custom Toy Buildings. So, great people to work with. Definitely recommend. And then we got, I don't even remember, 85 pair, I think, of the 21s. 21.6 by 16.1, I think, was what they were, for the forage boxes and the bale trailers, wherever the bale trailer is. So those were also from them. And then I picked up 20 pair of the 11L16s from Mini Truck and Tractor for auger kits. So those are all for building equipment to sell at my booth, because I'm going to be doing a few toy shows this year. So that was pretty much the haul. We'll get that thing unfolded so you can see it. So here's the J&M all unfolded. Now, unfortunately, I will say I was kind of hoping for a little more when SpecCast built this. This is like as far as the wings go down. They don't go down any more than that. You'd have to have a cylinder right there, and they don't have that. And they have to be up like that to fit over the wheels. So that's it. That's as much as it's going to unfold. So it's kind of stuck in like the up position that you'd turn around, which kind of does suck, but it's still a really cool model, to say the least, and it looks really good. It has lots of detail, and it's something that really, before they built this was the first of its kind. So all the newer ones after that are probably a lot better, but really before this one, you didn't really see anybody building a side dress applicator. They came with this one, and then the Unverfurf one this year, and now Ferrix Farm Models is coming with a Fast Ag one. So it's pretty cool, but that's probably going to be the end of this one. I know it's going to be a terribly long video from everything yesterday and taking a look at everything this morning, but I'm glad if you stuck around. Hope you guys enjoyed. Give a like on the video if you enjoyed, and also consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down below. Definitely, if you have the chance to make it out to the national show in Dyersville, Iowa, I definitely recommend, just because it is such a great time. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see y'all in the next one.